Hello and welcome to the 100 Indie Artists Project. This is a music project designed for and by independent artists to help you firstly get to know some of the incredible musicians in your community, as well as get to know some insights and some tools that you can take on board with your own musical marketing journey. Tell us about who you are as an artist and your background.
Hey, I'm Maxine Edmonds, but I just go by Maxine, and I'm an indie pop singer-songwriter originally from the Bay Area in California. Right now, I go to Berklee College of Music in Boston, where I study songwriting and music production and recording. I originally started music playing the piano. I was classically trained, and then I started having singing lessons. They were musical theater singing lessons, so that's where most of my training comes from. However, I also did choir for 7 years, and now I am using my voice for pop music. I also taught myself guitar and ukulele. Queen is where I get my inspiration, as you can see from my wall of records. I love how they use so many different instruments and different styles, and that's kind of all what I'm about. I like to try new things. Most of my music is electronic and acoustic, and some I have some strings in, some of them have horns in. And so I'm just mixing it up. My goal is to use my music to inspire people, to be relatable. I personally write my music because it is an emotional release from me. I write a lot when I am stressed or when I have high emotions going on. And a lot of the time I write about my relationships with people, whether they're parents, friends, love life relationships. And I basically just write about my life experiences, and hopefully people can relate to them and vibe with them. And I just love spreading the good vibes.
What musical projects are you working on right now?
So my goal for the past year has been to release singles. So now I have 3 singles out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere there's streaming music. 2 of these I recorded, written and produced at Berklee while I was there in the studios. The first one's called Favorite Daydream, and another one is called Advil in California, which I released this July. I also have another single coming out in September, which was also recorded at the Berklee studios, called Plane Ticket. I also right now am just working on writing a lot of songs, producing myself, and also arranging my songs for a bigger band with a full horn section, string section, and to get those ready for live performances. I'm also gigging a lot. So in Boston, I have 2 gigs coming up. One is at the Draft in Allston on September 22nd, and one is at the Jungle on October 15th. Right now, I also have a plan to write and produce an EP, which I hope to release next year.
Where do you feel that you're at in your musical journey right now, and where would you like to get to?
Within my musical journey, I don't feel like I'm at the very beginning, but I'm definitely not where I want to end up yet. I still have a lot more growing, learning, and more songs to write before I get to that place. My ultimate goal would be to be signed by a record label who could focus more on the business side of music while I focus on the writing side, because while I do enjoy managing myself and learning about all the contracts and business and everything, I would love to focus more on learning more instruments and writing more. I also want to be on those big stages performing my music for everyone.
What do you love most about being an independent artist?
I love being an independent artist because of my freedom. I have the freedom to be creative whenever I want and not when someone else tells me. I have the freedom to experiment within my music and release whatever songs I want to whenever I want to. I also love how I can promote myself and not something else that someone has told me to become.
What do you find the most challenging about being an independent artist?
While I do love being an independent artist, it is also really challenging for two big reasons. One is budget. I've found a lot of really cool opportunities like working with amazing people or promoting my music, but everything costs money. And second of all, marketing. I am constantly recording TikTok videos, posting on my Instagram, or writing emails just to promote myself and my music. And while I do love doing this, it's really fun. It does take away the time that I can put into writing new songs.
What has been your experience in marketing and promoting your music?
My experience with promoting myself and my music has been a lot of up and downs. Honestly, you never really know if someone is going to like the video that you post or hate it, or like or hate your song, and you just have to keep posting, keep creating, and kind of follow what you think is working.
What has been one thing you've learned along the way that has been the biggest game changer for you in music marketing?
One thing I've learned from marketing my music is on TikTok to not let hate comments affect you. I had one of my videos go viral with 30K views, and I was promoting one of my songs saying, should I release it? And I got a lot of comments saying no and like, this is terrible. And I learned then and there, just like, it doesn't matter. I love the music I'm creating. If you don't, then, oh well, you're lost.
What has been your experience with building a fan base, and what have you learned along the way?
For building my fan base, it has been really important to interact with people. I've been approached at gigs or online with questions and comments, or people asking to collaborate or to listen to their music. And I love doing this because it makes my day knowing that people are reaching out to me for advice, and hopefully it makes their day as well.
Earning an income within music can be very challenging and often requires a diverse source of income streams. What are some of the streams of income you have relating to your music?
Right now, I think I'm spending more money on the creation and promotion of my music than I am earning from the streams, but I hope this will change in the future. My other sources of income are from gigs that I do around town or recording music for other people.
What advice would you give to an artist that's watching or listening to this who is beginning to embark on their own independent musical journey?
My advice to another independent artist is to be yourself and be true to yourself. Don't listen to anyone telling you that things have to be done this way in order to be mainstream, because you should just be creating the music that you love because it makes you happy. Also, take every opportunity you're presented with and don't be afraid of the word no. Sometimes a no comes from jealousy, and that's a good thing because they're jealous of the cool music that you make. Also, just keep pushing yourself and the right yes will come.